Come on, everybody. It's called, okay, where you use events as a way of engaging your customer. And I'll talk to you about that in a moment. And what event marketing does is it establishes you as a brand. You do events that engage your customer. Now, when I'm talking about events that engage your customer, I'm not just talking about regular, a lot of people do events, but they don't engage their customer. Like, I worked with a lot of brands who do a dealer-distributor meet. But essentially what happens in the dealer-distributor meet is that they take the dealers and distributors somewhere at a fancy holiday location, like a Goa or a Bangkok or a Sri Lanka, and they do a presentation about their business, and then they do the alcohol and the dance floor. Now, they expect such an event to give them returns. It does give them some business because the dealers are happy with you that you took them out on a tour, and then therefore you launch a scheme and they make money at that point of time. But I am talking about intelligent events. Whatever events? Where you actually don't have to spend that much money, but the return you get is phenomenal. How many of you like to see how that can work? Okay, so I'm going to give you some rules of event marketing. Here are steps of event marketing. Everybody, read out the first step. 1, 2, 3, go. You need to know exactly who is your target audience. Who should be there at that event? Who should not be there at that event? You know, sometimes I see brands doing launch parties. Okay, they launch a store, or they launch a property, or they launch a product. Okay, but typically such a party has family and friends. Tell the person next to you, family and friends is not your audience. Okay, so you need to create an event in a manner where your specific audience comes and engages with you. Does that make sense? So you need to know your audience, and then here's the second point. It could be your customers, it could be channel partners, whoever could be your audience. Yes or no? So it could be either your customers or your channel partners. Then here's the second step. Read out the second step, everyone. 1, 2, 3, go. Come on, everybody. Now, it could be a product launch, it could be a conference or convention, it could be a celebrity event, it could be an incentive event, it could be an award ceremony, or it could be an educational marketing seminar. But you got to do this only with your target audience. The number of people does not matter, the quality of people matters. Who is in the room matters, not how many are in the room matters. And a lot of people get this wrong there. So even if you're doing a product launch, it has to be specifically with your channel partners who are going to push that product in the market, or with your customers who are your buyers, who are your amazing customers. Okay, and the event should have a proposition. Okay, should have a proposition for your amazing customers to come. Like just day before yesterday, we did an event for one of our MBA members who was supposed to be here, but we did an event, Bhakti did an event for him in Dubai. Okay, now he runs a financial advisory company. Why is he doing the event in Dubai? The people are flying on their own cost from India to attend that event there. Hello? So is that the right kind of profile for him? Yes, someone who comes to your annual event, his customers who invest with him are flying to Dubai to attend his annual event. Are they going to be high value customers? Yes or no? If he done an event in his hometown, who would come? Would that same customer who flew to Dubai on his own cost come to the event in Bangalore? No. Because the convenience customer would come here. Hello? I want you to think, these are little things that make a huge difference. So, product launch, conference, celebrity, incentive, award ceremony, education marketing. You're doing any of these things, you need to know what is the type of event. Then the third one, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go. You work with a professional agency who can help you get your audience, who can help you create the theme, the concept of the event, so that you get the right audience. Does that make sense? Okay. Let me give you an example. This is an international school. Oak Ridge is an international school based out of Hyderabad. Anybody knows about them? Yes. Yeah? Okay. Now, Oak Ridge International School from Hyderabad was opening a branch of Oak Ridge International School in Bangalore years ago. I think it was 2011, 2012, okay? So around that time, now when any school is opening in a new city, what would they do typically to promote themselves? Hoardings, newspaper, ads, educational fairs. Does any of this create engagement? No. Come on everybody, does it create engagement? No. Even if they do a school launch ceremony, will that create engagement? No. Even if they call a celebrity in to cut the ribbon, will that create engagement? No. The key about events is it cannot be a one-day process. The only benefit you get out of a one-day event is people see a logo. They don't care about it otherwise. So you need to always create something which is sustainable, where there's noise, and then there's engagement. So here's an idea we worked with them on. Target audience, 3 years children and parents. Challenge, they are a late entrant in the Bangalore market for an international school. There are already international schools in the market. And school is not something that people change like this, yes or no? Or even if it's a fresh admission, for a school, getting the first batch is a back-breaking exercise because there's no track record. Okay, how many of you would put your children in a school where there is no track record? No one, right? Their target in the first year was, even if we get 15 admissions, it's a start for us. Now, here's an impact of event marketing. They invested 30 lakhs in the event. Sounds like a lot of money. Yes or no? Not if you see the result. Watch. They did 2 shows with the artist Rob. How many of you heard of Rob? This guy? Yeah. He comes on Pogo channel. He's the Shah Rukh Khan for kids. Now they decided, we worked with them, they decided on the celebrity because the celebrity resonates with their audience. Is this making sense? So they did 2 shows with Rob from Pogo channel. We had 1,500 kids with parents in each show. What was the show? Okay, we did 45 days of buzz, radio, online, newspapers, community targeting, all pulling them to the show. They received 67 admissions in their first year. This was the show. It was done in Koramangala Indoor Stadium. Now what is that? Table, chair, each child. Now here's the challenge. And this is where our recommendation worked for them. They said, okay, if we do a show with Rob, only kids will come. But who pays the fee? Not the 3-year-old. The parent, right? So we said this. We sold tickets for the show. Low price. 1,000 rupees show with Rob. When every child is walking in, they are getting a kit bag which has all the arts and craft material. The show was designed in a manner where Rob does the arts and craft on stage. They can see it in a big LED wall. And as he's telling them, okay, remove the newspaper. So people are removing the newspaper. Okay, now cut it this way. He's showing them how to cut it. They are doing it. So the idea was they'll do art with Rob. Okay. Now the first question was, if we do a show with Rob, only kids will come, parents won't come. So we had a condition behind the ticket. No child will be allowed without their parents. Now, do you think children are great influencers? Oh, they're phenomenal influencers. Okay, no child will, and we put it as a security reason. We are not going to take responsibility for 1,500 children. Okay, no child will be allowed without the parents. Now, for 2 children, there have to be 2 parents. And it was more like a family day with Rob. Here's what ended up happening. Parent and child are sitting next to each other. Rob is teaching artwork. Parents have started fighting with the child saying, wait, I want to do, let me cut. Is that good engagement? Yes. Now we partnered with a local radio channel. They were boosting this event on radio saying, are you going to be there at this is Sunday or World of Surprises? Oak Ridge International presents World of Surprises with Rob. Oak Ridge International presents World of Surprises with Rob. So people are hearing about it. They said the net worth of people that they are targeting is high net worth. Here's what we did. We took community directories. The Marwadi community directory, the Sindhi community, the Punjabi community, the Kannadiga community, Tamilian, all these communities have directories, yes or no? Now, based on the community directories, we filtered the addresses of people living close to the school. Hello? Generated a database of 2,000 people with children living close to the school. Sent out targeted letters as an invitation saying sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up, sign up. Do you think that was targeted marketing? Yes. Hello? Yes. That 30 lakhs that I told you covered local newspapers, covered radio, covered hoardings, covered the entire event cost. Getting 67 admissions, good return? Yes. Now, in a school's context, 67 admissions, say 1 lakh, 1.5 lakh, 67 lakhs, that's for the first year. Will the child remain only for 1 year? No. How many years? 10 years. So, good return on investment. 30 sounded big to you. Now, compare this with any other traditional kind of just let's do ribbon cutting. Are you seeing it's about making sustained noise? For 45 days, everybody was hearing about Oak Ridge presents World of Surprises by Rob. Oak Ridge presents World of Surprises by Rob. Now, when the parents and the children together went through a certain experience, an association got created to the brand, yes or no? Then we did another follow-up event. Only people from here, invited them to the school, and then did a launch. We did a VVS Lakshman event as well because it was a Hyderabad brand. At that time, VVS Lakshman was very relevant. Is this making any sense? Hello? Okay, I'll give you another one. Okay, we did this for a mid-segment builder in Bangalore. Okay, so this builder was coming up with a project on the way to the airport, coming up with a project, mid-segment builder, not a very big brand. Okay, been around for years, but not many people know about them. So we came up with this idea called Heroes of Bengaluru. I want to show you how events should be done because there has to be engagement. What's the word, everyone? Okay, so we came up with this event called Heroes of Bengaluru in 2018. The idea behind the event was there are multiple awards platforms. Most of them are paid awards, right? Like how many of you have received an email? You've been selected for Business of the Year. Kindly, there'll be a small fee involved for coverage and print and all of those kind of things. How many of you received those kind of emails? Essentially, most awards are paid awards. So Bhakti and I received an email in September 2017 saying, you won Event Management Company of the Year award. To collect the award, please deposit 1 lakh rupees in this account. We laughed, we found it hilarious. But at the same time we realized, wow, that's how the market's operating today. So we said, what if we created a clean and credible awards platform? And we created this brand called Heroes of Bengaluru, where we said the awards will be clean, it cannot be influenced, cannot be purchased, it will be credible, we'll recognize only tangible achievements of people, and we'll celebrate unsung heroes. People who've never been awarded, people who are doing great work but nobody talks about them because they are not in the PR limelight. How many of you think such a platform will get great public attention? Yes or no? Okay. And we defined a hero is someone who's overcome challenges, who's made changes and innovations, who's contributed in their field of work or innovation. We had a process of nomination collection. Never do a one-day event. This is a 6 months exercise. Can I show you how to keep a brand alive in people's mind for 6 months? Are you ready to see it? Yes. Okay. So we did a nomination process. We launched a website called heroesofbengaluru.com. We had the brand over there. So it was 10th Feb 2018. That's when the event was done. But we started this in September 2017. And we created a Facebook page. The Facebook page is still active. Watch the reach. What's the total page reach, everyone? Come on, everybody. How many? 1 crore 17 lakh people had watched the posts of Heroes of Bengaluru. Now ask me, what was the content? Ask me. We were not promoting the builder's property at all. We were identifying people who had some inspiring achievements in sports, inspiring achievements in social work, inspiring achievements as a doctor. Like there are doctors who are providing free medicines. There were sports personalities, like there's a guy called Girish Gowda in Bangalore who's a cancer survivor and he's a kickboxing champion. Nobody knows he's in the city. There's another guy, Syed Suleiman, who's a Muay Thai fighter and he's a world champion Muay Thai, but he's from Bangalore. Nobody knows. When you do videos of such content, is it inspiring? Yes. Do people share it? Yes. We got 47,000 followers on the page, 47,000 likes, all from September to Feb. 1 crore 70 lakh post reads. These are Facebook stats. We engaged with Fever. Guess how much did Fever charge us? Ask me how much. They hardly charge anything because they have a show called Superhero Show. So we connected the branding saying Superhero Show, Heroes of Bengaluru. It's all hero. Help propagate. Okay? We paid some money, did some paid features in Bangalore Times to encourage people to come and nominate. Okay? So these are like spend money on newspaper. Watch the statistics now. 26,361 nominations collected. Now for someone to nominate someone else or themselves, they had to enter their name, phone number, email ID. Is 26,361 database a good database to collect? Yes. Come on everybody, yes or no? Yes. Then, as we collected the data, we put together a jury. Some of the most credible people in the city. Nisha Millet, who's an Olympian swimmer, so she from a sports background. Jyoti Prakash Mijia, ex-police commissioner. Harish Bijur, a branding guru. Prasad Bidappa, fashion guru. Deepthi Nar from Your Story. Revati Ashok, she's a chairman of Bangalore Political Action Committee. She holds the government accountable. Now when such people get associated with an event, does the credibility go up? Yes. Come on everybody, yes or no? Yes. Then the jury selected top 3 nominees in each category. Okay, after we collected data, the jury selected top 3 nominees in each category. So we had categories like administrative services, where we had the city police, we had Namma Metro, the metro line, and an IAS officer, Rajiv Javla. Business, Byju's, ID, Dunzo, good brands. Hello? Big brands competing now for the business award. Eventually Byju's won it. Art and culture, Geeta Ramanujan, Giridhar Udupa. Entertainment, so local entertainment, guys like Raghu Dikshit, Danish Sheth, CSR, big companies participated, colleges participated in it, hotels participated, restaurants participated, fashion designers, social service, movie, local movies, sports. Okay, so we had a whole bunch of categories of awards, and we had a rule: no cricket to be awarded. Unsung heroes. Okay, the guy who won it, his name is Niranjan Mukundan. Okay, he has a spine problem and he's a para swimmer, world para swimming champion. Okay, now we did this. So jury selects top 3, and then after that, public votes on the top 3. Now, are we engaging the audience again? Yes. Now watch, 26,000 database collected from the public of people who nominated different people. Then jury does the top 3 skimming and selection, so there's credibility, there's factual, like it was done on video the entire jury day, so there is proper discussion, there's no bias, none of that happening. And then public voting engagement. For that we did videos about all the top 3, posters were all top 3, radio engagement. Nominees started using their own social media to say vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. Voting appeal happened. So we did such videos, gave it to the nominees. Now do nominees share it? Yes. Come on everybody, if you're in the top 3 nominees and you get a video done about your achievements and say vote for me, SMS on this number, they started sharing it. We gave posters to each nominee, they started sharing it. Fever did calls with them. Bangalore City Police is pretty active on Twitter. Bangalore City Police put the video we created for them on their Twitter and their Facebook profile, and they pinned the post for 1 week saying vote for us. Hello? Does that get good visibility? Yes. Do you think the Commissioner of Bangalore likes me now? Yes. Of course he does. Okay? Of course he does. Okay? See, Bangalore City Police, the last one. They're sharing Heroes of Bengaluru. All of these guys are nominated, sharing Heroes of Bengaluru. Apart from the 26,000 nominations we collected database, we in the voting phase collected 40,000 phone numbers and email IDs. Is that good database? Yes. Come on, everybody. Yes or no? Yes. And guess what? On Facebook, when we did that 1 crore 17 lakh post reach, it was targeted to the profile of the builder who wanted a certain type of people to engage with the audience. Is this making sense? Yes. Okay. And then we paid a bomb to Times Now to do 2 episodes of it. Then we repeated the same process in Chennai for one of our MBA members, Motush's company, Stepstone. Set of award categories. Okay, 1 jury member sitting here. Hi, Pooja. Okay. Okay. And we had an amazing jury and did the same process. We got 30,000 in the nomination process, 50,000 votes, and we repeated the cycle in Chennai. Now you tell me, for those brands, that data, is it valuable? Yes. Come on, everybody. Is it valuable? Yes. All they did was invest. Now, for a builder, that quality of data, 2 months of nomination process, 1 month jury selection, 14 days of public voting, and then after that, 10-15 days later, the award ceremony. After the award ceremony, a social initiative. For 6 months, the city was hearing about this platform. For that brand, was it great association? Yes. Come on, everybody. Yes or no? Yes. Though they'd been around for years and nobody, it was not a big brand, there was no recall, they got great visibility. They started getting calls about, thank you for doing this for the city, stuff like that.